week a new dose of royal news. Prince William and Catherine break royal rules during a family vacation, while Prince Harry tells his children about Princess Diana, and Meghan shares a new photo. Meanwhile, Prince Andrew is preparing for another royal scandal. At the same time, in Norway, new accusations against Marius has surfaced, and in Jordan, the royal family has welcomed a new baby. Even Trump has a royal week. All this and much more right now on All About Royal. My name is Karina, and these are the royal news of the week. Let's start with William and Catherine. Catherine started the week with a visit to a prison. This wasn't her first experience in such an environment. This time she met an inmates and staff as a mother and baby unit in a style prison, and Kensington Palace stated that the visit aimed to highlight the importance of strong, loving and consistent mother and child relationship for a child's development, even in the most difficult circumstances. Also, Leon Lucas, a brave teacher from Southport who protected children during an attack last year, shared new photos of her meeting with the Prince and the Princess of Wales during their visit to the city in October. Prince William was also busy this week. On Wednesday, he started the day with an investiture ceremony at Windsor Castle. Later, the Prince of Wales visited London Screen Academy, where aspiring filmmakers take their first creative steps towards a possible career. He was there as BAFTA president, and on Sunday the BAFTA Awards took place. William recorded a special message for the Rising Star Awards, inviting presenters to announce the winners. However, the Wales family didn't attend the ceremony this year, and according to Mail on Sunday, Catherine, William, George, Charlotte and Louis are spending their children's school holiday in Mystique. It also believed that Catherine's parents are there with them, and reports suggest that the family broke royal protocol by flying together. Prince George has now reached the age where he should be separated from his father. And on Friday, the Wales family sent a small Valentine's Day greetings, and Princess Eugenie also shared a post: "My Valentine, I love you to the moon and back, happy Valentine's Day for yesterday, oops." The king started his week with the Prime Minister visiting Nansledan, expansion of the coastal town of Newquay in Cornwall. This project was actually developed by the king back in 2014 when he was still Duke of Cornwall. Later, the king visited Tottenham Hotspur, celebrating the club's positive socio-economic impact and its NFL partnership in the local area. And yes, he even tried his hand at football. Then there was a reception for military personnel. Meanwhile, Queen Camilla visited Ascot Racecourse as president of the Black Equine Club, and later he went to the Unicorn Theatre, where she joins staff and creative colleagues to celebrate the launch of the Unicorn Creative Hub. And later, the king and queen traveled to Middlesbrough. They visited the International Centre and the Report Doctor initiative, which supports refugee doctors. Their Majesties also met with representatives of the Junction Charity and the Together Middlesbrough Religious Initiative, Cleveland Police, and young people from the King's Trust. And of course, King Charles visited company training workers for the offshore wind turbine sector during National Apprenticeship Week. And by the way, renovation at Buckingham Palace are ongoing, and students are involved in the restoration process. And at the end of the day, Their Majesties congratulated Rona Grafton on her 100th birthday with a special card. However, during this visit, King faced anti-monarchy protests who chanted, "Not my king." And let's go to the royal princess. This year marks 40 years since Prince Anne became president of the riding for the Disabled Association. She visited the Helen Atkin group in Buxton, meeting volunteers and riders. And Sir Timothy Lawrence reassumed his royal duties and was seen walking with crutches as he continues recovering from an injury. And we have even seen the Duke of Kent as the royal patron of Dresden Trust, represented the king at the 80th anniversary of the Dresden bombing during the Second World War. And no so great news about Prince Andrew. He is reportedly involved in a billion-dollar Middle Eastern business project linked to China's Belt and Road Initiative. He is working with Oleg Führer, the former ambassador of Grenada to Russia, who has banned from entering the Caribbean nation due to national security concerns. Andrew is gadly using his connection to network in Bahrain, China, and Africa. While he claims his role is limited to introductions, Mail revealed that in December he met with China ambassador to the UK just days before Andrew's Chinese business partner was exposed as a suspected spy. And now let's move to Prince Harry and Meghan. On the second day of the Invictus Games, Harry and Meghan attended a children's event when Meghan read books to the kids and Harry received a pair of swim trunks as a gift. Later, they watched wheelchair basketball and curling matches. In the evening, they attended the Kaneka's WC Maple Leafs games. Harry also shared how he explains the Invictus Games to his children. It's tough because kids always ask the right questions. They have no filters. You either shut them down immediately, which I would never do, or you engage in the conversation and try to explain. I caught myself talking about landmines, and then Archie saw a video of his grandmother. Also, Prince Harry says that the Invictus Games helps preserve Diana's legacy for his own children. On day 3, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex started their day with a visit to the Squamish Nation, and after that they attended the Invictus Games welcome ceremony in Whistler. They were joined by Michael Bublé, and Harry jokingly called Meghan onto the stage and said, "And now my wife is going to sing," and you can see the reaction. On day 4, if you've been following Meghan stories, forget about them. From today, she spent her final day in Whistler before returning home to the kids. Or maybe not, because Meghan didn't keep us waiting. She shared this story: "A taste of Canada and the Invictus Games for our little ones, cheering from home." Meghan flew back to California on private jet, and how many suitcases and bags did you count? Also, Meghan shared a Valentine's Day message. "At home, I'm taking care of our children and missing my Valentine as he continues to take part in Invictus Games, changing lives and reminding us all of the power of healing and resilience through these incredible veterans and their families. I'm endlessly proud of my husband and what he has built. My love, I will always eat burgers, fries, and fish and chips with you. Thank you for being you. Love wins. As always, Meghan. And it looks like Meghan is slowly becoming a blogger. She even posted a video of her Valentine's Day preparation with the kids. And next day, on Invictus, was a rest day. After that, Prince Harry attended a wheelchair rugby match. Then he started his day visiting the Salvation Nation, where he spoke with the local community and later met with young ambassadors from the nation. Later that day, he attended the Invictus Games swimming competitions. On February 14, Prince Joachim and Princess Mary joined the Danish team at the Invictus Games. They didn't meet Prince Harry in person that day, but mentioned him in their post. The next day, Prince Harry, Prince Joachim, and Princess Marie finally met in person. And while they were in Canada, Frederick and Mary were vacationing in Australia with their children. On the second to last day, Prince Harry visited the nation's home and attended a sitting volleyball match where the Ukrainian team won bronze for the first time. And on the final day, Justin Trudeau joined Harry. First, they worked on a kiss cam, and later they visited the Ukrainian team. Finally, the Invictus Games closing ceremony took place. Several people were speeches of support for Harry, and the last video was, of course, Meghan's story. During this time, Prince Harry gave several interviews. In an interview with People, he shared how much his wife's support and the Invictus Games meant to him. Having my wife supported me here is just incredible. I love having her by my side. He is full of positivity, said a friend of the couple. Harry walks around with a huge smile on his face, and he can't go far without being stopped every few seconds, but that's what this is all about. It's amazing that 10 years later we're still doing this. We'll continue the games as long as they are needed. And the need is only growing, so the fact that Full Cycle is returning to the UK to place I never thought would be is incredible. And yes, in 2027 the Invictus Games will be held in Birmingham. And let's go to other royal families. In Sweden, Prince Carl Philip and Sofia shared a sweet family photo captions. A perfect little quartet. Thank you for all the lovely wishes for our little Ines. And in Jordan, Princess Iman gave birth to a baby girl, Amina. Queen Rania shared, "My dear Iman is now a mother. We are so grateful and delighted to welcome Amina, a new blessing to our family." And Prince Hussein also welcomed his niece. "Welcome to the family, Amina. May you bring joy to your parents and be loving sister and companion to my daughter." And even Trump has a royal week. He met King Abdullah II of Jordan at the White House and also attended the Super Bowl with Prince Albert of Monaco. As you can remember, a royal wedding took place in Greece and we were introduced the new monogram of Prince Nikolaos and Chrissy. What do you think about this monogram? And however, Chrissy will not be referred to as a princess. Technically, she became a princess after marrying Prince Nikolaos, but on the official website of Greek royal family, Mrs. Chrissy is listed without a princess title. This was a family decision. And in Spain, King and Queen visited a national paraplegic hospital in Toledo to mark its 50th anniversary. This hospital is leading center in Spain for spinal cord injury treatment and research. We also saw photos of Princess Leonor before her stop in Brazil and pictures of her warm welcome there. Meanwhile, King Felipe made the most of his Saturday by skiing in Baccarat Barrett. In other news, Queen Matilda landed safely in Costa Rica despite her plane having a cracked windshield. However, passengers had no idea. There were no announcements made during the flight or after landing. Reports suggest that the plane have given priority for landing, but everything on board remained completely normal. Unfortunately, there is more bad news from Norway. Marius Hoiby, the son of Crown Princess Mette-Marit, has once again been accused of sexual assault, this time to 39 years old TV presenter Lenny Meister. The alleged assault took place in 2018 during a private party in the basement of Skaugum Palace when Marius was 21 years old. He reportedly calls these events Skaugum festivals and invited his criminal associates. According to source, the events got completely out of control and continued in the palace basement after his stepfather, Crown Prince Haakon, had fallen asleep upstairs. Police learned about the incident after discovering 3 videos, recordings, and over 10 photos on Marius' laptop, and then police showed everything to Lini because she had no idea. This is deeply disturbing news, and I hope justice will be served. That's all for this week's royal news. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos.